Hello everyone and welcome back guys to race 2 of round 5 of the OMA World Touring Car Championship, where today we're here back for the second race at Suzuka. Now this one I'm a little bit nervous for. We start P10 on the grid for that. That isn't my biggest race. Sorry, no, P9, even Ash was ahead of us there when he shouldn't have been. But yeah, this one is going to be a wet to dry race, or dry to wet race even I should say. So that is probably going to make things spicy here around Suzuka, so we'll have to wait and see as to how we fare in this one. But we are ready though on the grid for the second race of the night. Really quite looking forward to this one as well. You know, first time driving this car in the wet. I've done zero practice in the wet, but we'll wait and see as to how it goes at the end of the day there. A long race ahead of us once again, another 10 lap race, and hopefully we are going to be going in just a moment. 3:45 I'm inclined to say, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Hopefully I made myself look stupid. Yeah, it is 3:45 and it is lights out and away we go for the second race of the night there. And once again, just never able to get a good start in these cars. Blackout and Ash straight past me, Bum Drop and the Zesty Afro both having a look as well as we head down in towards T1, trying to keep it as clean and tidy as possible there, just about doing so, I think. In the end, I think Spoons and Ash having a bit of contact there as Spoons just breaks on the racing line in front of me there. That was not what we needed as we head down in towards the S section there. So yeah, we started P9, we've dropped down to P11, and we might be able to get ourselves back up though into P10 here, all over the back of Spoons there. But no, he slams the door shut as we head in towards the end of the S's here, in towards Dunlop. As we head up the hill though, Spoons still really struggling off the start of this race there, and we're trying to get past him as best as possible. They just dink the gravel, so we have to slot in behind him as we reach the top of the hill there. But yeah, this race is probably going to be a long one, so we don't need to try and worry about making too much progress early on, but I would obviously like to try and get past cars as best as possible here, because, you know, you can lose a whole lot of time in the wet, you know. It just changes everything, you know. Some cars, their strengths will become weaknesses, other cars' weaknesses will become strengths. It's very odd at the end of the day there. As we head out of the corner though, you can see just dinking a wheel on the grass there, and that potentially might open up Bum Drop for a run around the outside. Then we're going to take the shortest line as we head down in towards Spoon there to really just negate any advantage that he can gain there. And as we head in towards the corner, yeah, Bum Drop just not quite able to get the momentum that he would have needed to really go for any sort of move there as we head down in towards the next braking zone though. You can see MC Spoons once again still just ahead of us here and trying to get as early on the power as we can to just open up any sort of opportunity. You know, we always, especially with the ballast, you've just got to be looking to try and maximise everything just to see if something, you know, something happens and you've given yourself the best chance at the end of the day there. As we head in towards 130R though, you can see Spoon is going to make a bit of a mistake there, and that's going to allow us to move up the inside as we head in towards the final braking zone of the lap, in towards the Casio triangle here, but he hooks it up right around the outside, and that means we can't get any sort of run on the X there, but he tries to come across us, and that's going to allow us to move potentially up the inside of it. There's contact up the road. That's Mulsanne and someone else getting caught out. Not too sure who we got involved in an incident with there, but that is not ideal for those guys. But that's another 2 places for myself there. And Spoons and I having a drag race as we head down in towards T1. Now we've got the inside for the first turn there. So yeah, we now move ourselves up into P8 of the race there. So we're still making up progress on the opening lap of these races there. And that is exactly what we want to see here in tonight's second race there. Like I know I've said it so many times in this series here, it's just about being consistent. It's such a long championship, 30 races, that you've just got to keep it clean and keep it consistent as best as possible here. No one is going to run a perfect, flawless season of, you know, good, consistent results. There's always going to be mistakes here and there, but trying to minimise those and don't allow yourself to get to those opportunities is always the best way to be at the moment there, and that's the mentality I've tried to maintain throughout the entirety of this season so far here. You can see Ash and Blackout, as well as I think that's Shinigami as Ghostly, all having a bit of a battle there. That allows us to get right around the outside of Ash as we headed off the second Degler there under the crossover point there. And you can see Blackout trying to have a look up the inside of Shinigami there. We're trying to get the good run on the exit of the corner there and trying not to allow Ash to get the opportunity there. And you can see now by lap 3, the rain has started to fall here, so this is where things are certainly going to get very interesting in this race. I haven't done much wet racing here on Forza Motorsport 7 there as we head down through the Deglers once again though. Both Shinigami and Blackout struggling in these tricky conditions here. And I'll be honest, I felt like we had really good pace in the Audi in the wet there. Ash is just going to dick a wheel on the grass though and take out Shinigami there. That's going to allow Spoons to get up the inside and then completely shove me off the road on the exit of the corner there. So that was not what we needed, and that's going to allow Ash to make a move as well. So out of all of that, it looks like Blackout is one of the only ones that's come out on top. There's even more contact. Shinigami gets, you know, sort of Forza side-potted onto me. We get Forza side-potted again there. Contact with Brandy. Everyone, we're 3 wide. This is not where we want to be at the moment there, and that was quite hairy scary as we head down in towards the final few corners of lap 4 here. And instantly the rain is starting to cause a little bit of commotion pretty much instantly in this Grand Prix. So yeah, we just need to keep our head down and keep it clean at the moment there. Shinigami thinking about trying to look for a run up the inside in towards 130. There. Is he going to go for it? No, he bails out at the last moment there. That was quite nice for myself as we head down in towards the final chicane now. Ash trying to go defensive on myself there. We're just going to swoop around the outside as we head down in through the final braking zone of the lap through the Casio triangle there. But that Chevy is just so quick on the exits of the corners there. There is nothing we can do to try and even sort of attack it, you know, in comparison to that thing off the corners there. You can see Shinigami without the DRS, without the ballast, is going to be able to give himself a good run down in towards turn 1 there. But once again, just Ash actually causing him to bail out there as we head through the first couple of corners, and that's going to allow us back up the inside and back up into P8 of this race here. As you can see, still sat all over the back of Ash though as we head in towards the S's here. Starting to struggle a little bit there as actually my teammate CK gets put out ever so slightly into the grass there, so that's going to move us up into P7 of this race there. But certainly a lot of action going on at the moment here. We've had a few quiet races in recent weeks in OMA, so I think a bit of rain is certainly going to spice it up here as we head out of the next couple of corners here. Trying to get the run on Ash here. We've got a really good run up the hill there, and he's actually going to have a bit of a wobble there. I'm not too sure if we muscled our way in there or what really happened in the end, but as we head in towards the Degners there, side by side, he muscles me out wide, and we try to use the curb in there, and we're actually going to be able to get a run around the outside of the second Degner there as well there. So a little bit of argy-bargy going on between the pair of us, but everyone just trying to work out where the grip limits are in the rain at the moment here, so I think we'll take that at the moment here. As you can see, heading out of the next couple of corners though, it's Connor who leads the way in the BMW here. As now you can see end of lap 5 here, all over the back of Ghostly here. CK is back up into P6 there, and Ghostly just dinks a wheel on the grass there, and that's going to mean that's us up straight into P5 there. No complaints about that one as we head in towards the final couple of corners of the lap there. A little bit of contact coming from behind. I think a lot of argy-bargy going on behind us as we head through the final chicane there. It's out of the final couple of corners now. You can see onto lap 7 here, all over the back of Spoons, as well as I think that's Ryan once again here in these races. So really just got that little bit of extra momentum over the Chevys, especially through this S section here as we try to reach the top of the hill here. Everyone just concertinaing up so much here. The Chevys just don't have the confidence on the lower grip here, and CK now all over the back of us as well here. We need to try and work together as best as possible as we head in towards the Degners. You can see Spoon still just struggling a little bit there, actually running into the back of him accidentally and getting a good run on the exit of the corner though. Are we going to be able to open up any sort of opportunity as we head in towards the hairpin? I don't think we are once again. No, he just slams the door shut there, and CK is going to go full send up the inside there through the corner. That's going to allow Mulsanne to be able to get past him as well though, so that was not what we needed in this race there. And on the exit of the corner, we're going to get Forza physicked once again there. Really gutted on that one. I did apologise to CK after the race there, but that was not what either of us wanted in this race, and nothing really either of us could do as well in that situation there. Just the tiniest bit of contact, just trying to make the corner, the pair of us, and unfortunately, yeah, we both get screwed by that one there. So yeah, really not what we needed in towards the latter stages of this Grand Prix there. But 2 laps to go still, and you can see we're still all over the back of my teammate JSB Braley here. We need to try and score some good points between the pair of us over the next couple of rounds here if we want to try and get ourselves back up into the title fight in terms of the team's championship there. But in towards the final couple of corners, Braley actually dinking a wheel on the grass there, so that might open up a move for ourselves as we head down in towards the final Casio triangle here. And you can see pretty even on the brakes, Braley just locking up ever so slightly on the way in there, and he's actually going to run a little bit deep on the exit of the corner there as well. So that's going to mean that we're able to get right around the outside there. And now back up into P10 of the race there. He's got no ballast. We've got completely identical machinery here, so surely he can get a bit of a better run as we head down in towards T1 there. And you can just see how much time we're losing to my teammate there. But as we head in towards the corner, though, a little bit braver on the brakes there, and we do hook the car right around the outside there. Is he going to have a look back up the inside again through the second part? No, he can't quite make it work this time around. And yeah, we now move back up into P10 of the race here. But still a couple of laps to go here, and there's still always the opportunity, especially in the rain, try and capitalise nonetheless here and really just go show how much pace we had in the car in the late stages of this race there. Ghostly once again all over the back of there, really struggling with 130R there as Ghostly as we once again make the move up the inside, just staying on the road there. And yeah, back up now into P9 with just one lap to go there, running a little bit deep in towards the Casio triangle there, but we do get the car nicely run through on the exit of the corner there once again. As now onto the final lap we go here. Ryan, and I think that's Ash still just up the road here, and not too sure what's going to happen here. Ryan is just going to get sent to Narnia through that corner there, but it's a free place for me at the end of the day, so we won't really complain about that one all too much. There is now in towards the next couple of corners here, still now all over the back of Ash. How I'd love to outscore him by a couple more points in this race there, despite everything that has kicked off in this race there. It's just been a case of damage limitation at the moment there. Is now all over the back of Ash. You can see just how much he's struggling under the brakes there as we head in towards the hairpin here, but still just a few more corners to go of this second race of the night, and what a race it has been. It is safe to say a lot of action going on in this second race there, and things you love to see in this series. I can confirm race 3 is very much the same as well, so you definitely don't want to miss that video as well when I do eventually get it live over the coming days as well. But you can just see in towards the final couple of corners, so coming out of Spoon, and just no steering from the car. No idea what that was all about. We just completely I don't know if it was aquaplane, I don't know if it was understeer, I don't know what, but that meant Ghostly was able to get straight back past us. It is MC's SD Afro. I don't think he's quite going to be close enough as we head down in towards 130R there, and obviously pretty much 130R just, you know, sort of stagnates the whole field once again. They're still making the mistake on the way through the corner there as well, but hopefully as we come down in towards the final couple of corners there, it is unfortunately going to be by far and away my worst result of the season there. P9 as we head through the final couple of corners there. Really not the race that we wanted here as we head over the start-finish line there. And yeah, certainly not what we needed, but still, I mean, we scored some okay points, I guess, at the end of the day there. But in terms of the second race of the night, though, Connor takes home BMW's first race victory of the season there, ahead of AMR Blackout once again, having a good result in the Audi there, keeping it, apart from that one accident, keeping it fairly tidy there. Spoons in P3, Mulsanne able to outscore me by a lot of points there in P4, ahead of Brandy, Shinigami, Ash, Ghostly, myself, and Zesty Afro rounds out the top 10 there. But yeah, like I said, race 3 has got a lot of action once again. You guys do not want to miss that one. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Do get yourselves subscribed, and hopefully I will see you guys next time for the final round here at Suzuka.